Hey guys, this is Dan Sombrano, and we just got done in the gym working out with some pad drills. And it was a pretty hardcore night tonight with all the guys. The thing is that sometimes a lot of you guys don't have a training partner to hold pads for you. So what are you going to do if you don't have nowhere to hold pads and you want to go hard and strike something, you know? And just striking the air is only going to lead you so far. But stay tuned and I'll show you what you need to do. Alright guys, so what I wanted to show you today is how to get some heavy duty work using pads by yourself if you have nobody to help you with. So what I've done here is I have a tie pad. Now I'll use a tie pad and I'll hold the tie pad with one hand, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to strike whatever kind of strikes I need to throw with my opposite hand, okay? Could be the left hand or the right hand depending on which way you want to hold your pad, okay? So what you want to be doing, guys, is you want to be able to hit across center line. If you hit across center line, what will happen is you'll be able to generate a lot of your power as you're striking, okay? And in a street fight, you want to be able to hit with maximum efficiency and with power. And the only way you can do that is by crossing the center line. Because if you don't cross center line, what's going to happen is you hit and you're going to just bounce off the individual. Even if you hit hard, you're going to hit them and you might take the blunt of the blow, but it'll bounce you back because all your force is going to spring right back. So what you want to do is going to cross the center line. When you do that, you're able to use the force and it'll go through the individual and go out the way that you threw the punch, okay? So it doesn't come springing right back at you, all right? So what you're going to do as far as holding the pads is you can go bare knuckle. I like doing bare knuckle because that's how I do it. Using the pad, so you can grab the pad, and if you want to throw your straight punch, you can hold it out here and you throw your punch out, okay? You just hit the pad as hard as you can, but you hold the pad out, you don't bring it in, you just, okay? So you can reach it. Also you can do it is your hooks. You stand here and you hook, you turn your body and you hook it. I like to throw my hooks with my hands low or down because that's what when you're standing outside in the street, maybe you have a drink, you're just hanging out, have your hands down at your sides, all right? If someone's going to attack you, like a surprise attack, your hands are going to be down, so train your hands from that position when you attack somebody, or when someone attacks you, excuse me. So otherwise you're going to have your hands up, they're going to be ready for you to fight, and they're going to be ready. So you don't want to have a telltale sign, so just keep your hands down, and when it happens, you spring out, okay? So you hold your hands down, and you come up. Again, when you're striking, like I showed you in other videos, three knuckle nanging, hitting at either diagonal or a vertical fist. Don't turn it over horizontal, unless of course you're going to hit below the clavicles, like I've said before, and that's the best, safest way to do it in a horizontal position, okay? So you're going to be able to hit the pads as hard and as much as you can, again going across center line. If you do this, you'll be able to generate maximum amount of power using these little short movements. And it's really good to do it this way, believe it or not. And the reason why is because as I'm holding the pad, it's like as if you're holding the person's head. You can hold the pad and throw it here, like you're holding the back of his neck, and you're throwing the punch like an uppercut. This is like classic street fighting technique. You get into a situation with a guy, you hook his arm, or his neck, pull him down, and you start wailing away at his face, or you start hitting him in the solar plexus. You just keep on feeding him that fist until he goes down, okay? So it's a classic hit, so you can mimic that using the tie pad by holding it down and start hitting it the same exact way, okay? So try it out, and you'll see how it works, and like I said, it'll generate a lot of power, and it'll get you used to fighting like in the street. Alright guys, I'm going to show you another way you can use this pad, okay? And not necessarily just with your fist. You can do hammer strikes on it, hold them down, hammer striking it, You can do finger pad striking on it. You can do chops, okay? And the thing is, on top of, striking it with your fist, but you can also use your forearms to strike it, okay? When you're hitting somebody, you can also, again, use your elbows, all right, to spike them or throw a horizontal elbow, diagonal elbow, or down elbow. You can still use the pads. Obviously, you can use them on yourself for throwing on knees if you'd like to, okay? But I'm just talking about more street type of applicable strikes, okay? And a lot of it's going to be the upper body type strikes. So you can strike it and get comfortable in different positions. You can hold the pads higher, you can hold them lower, whatever which way you want. It works really well. So don't just limit yourself just to your fists. You can also use it for your forearms and your elbows. All right? So try it on those different positions. Again, you can go as hard as you choose. Again, go cross center line, which is across your face, and strike it with everything you got. And pretend that this thing is your opponent's head, neck, and just attack him and strike him. And you'll see how much power you can generate by yourself without having to use a partner. And you can do these type of training drills, 2 or 3 times a week, 10, 15 minutes, and you just go to town on them, and you're gonna get a lot better at striking and fighting somebody at close quarter using this type of Thai pad. Okay, so suppose you don't have a Thai pad. Well, you know what? Focus mitts works just the same. You can still do your strikes, you can do your overhands, your hooks, your uppercuts, just like any kind of strike you want off the Thai pad or off the focus mitt. You can also do your elbows, your forearms, okay? Same thing. Focus mitt works really well on that, and it's quick, easy to do. A lot of gyms have them, and if you don't, you can easily purchase one, and it's not that expensive. And the thing is that you can really work on it. You don't even need a partner. You can do it yourself. You can headbutt it, you can shoulder butt it. You can do all kinds of different kind of strikes with the upper torso, mimic the type of fighting. You can get on your knees, you can get on the ground like you're fighting somebody on the ground, like keep yourself against a car, or it won't look so weird, but laying against a car, striking, or against a wall or something, or while sitting down on a chair or a couch. Do the same kind of strikes, because those are the type of positions that you'll probably most likely be if you get into an altercation. You might be sitting in your car, okay, just trying to get out of the car. You just got done parking, someone attacks you, so you better start learning how to fight in that position. Well, take one of these, sit in your car, and figure out what kind of places or what kind of positions you would be in, and what type of strikes you could do if you were sitting in that vehicle, and given the different angles that someone would attack you using your strikes. Okay, it works really well. It'll train you to be able to fight without having to worry about looking again for a partner to help you with this, because sometimes it's hard to get a partner. And a lot of times that these strikes are really hard and vicious, and you don't want to hurt each other. So this is the best way to do it without having to hurt each other. Okay, so try that out with a focus mitt, and you'll see how good it feels to strike somebody with this, or with your elbows and your fists and everything, once you understand how to use these. Okay, so check them out, and I'm sure you'll be pleasantly surprised in using this focus mitt.